Greetings and salutations, my friends, and welcome once again to another episode of SwillinGrog's wonderful world of beer. Today, as you can see, I shall be revisiting Carling Black Label, which is 5.5% alcohol by volume, and it's brewed and bottled by South African breweries in South Africa under license from SAB Miller International. Now, Carling Black Label was first introduced in South Africa in 1966 when it was at the height of its popularity in the United States of America. Now, this time around, as you can see, I will be sampling it in a 750 ml brown bottle. Okay, so I'll grab the trusty bottle opener. Some nice smoke there, folks, and I'll pour it out into this glass that I got a few years back from IKEA. So giving it a nice pour. So as far as the appearance goes, it's a very clear golden color. And it's a quite carbonated. Got well over 2 fingers of a bright white head there, very fluffy looking head. Let me just top this up just a little bit. Okay, so it's a lovely appearance. It's definitely a lovely appearance for a lager. Let me take a smell of this now. Well, I'm definitely picking up some toasted grains and some yeast. Okay, so we've talked about the appearance and we've talked about the aroma. So it's time for the taste test, of course. So cheers to you all. Let's see how this is for me in 2015. Okay, well, up front, I'm getting those nice toasted malts. Of course, being a lager, it's very malt forward. There's a very minimal bitterness to this brew, but that's to be expected. But I must say that it's got a very manly, straight up, in your face beer taste. Yeah, there's definitely no sort of fruitiness or anything like that about it. It's not overly sweet. It's just a good, beer to drink on a hot summer's day. So, yeah, let me have another gulp. It's very refreshing. Yes, very delicious. Okay, so in terms of its drinkability, well, of course, it's very drinkable. I think at a 5.5% ABV, you could still session it, although it's probably going to clobber you a bit quicker than your brews that are under the 5% mark. But personally, I think that 5.5% is actually a good ABV for a lager. All right, so let me have another gulp. Well, I must say, I'm really enjoying this. It's definitely very crisp, it's very clean, it's very refreshing. As far as the body goes, it's somewhere between light and medium, more so medium. But I must say, look, it's a superb lager, and I can see on the bottle here that it's won many awards over the years, and that's definitely not surprising. So in terms of the price point, if you can find it in Australia, it's pretty good. But of course, you're going to have, it's definitely, not something that you're going to stumble across at, Dan Murphy's or First Choice Liquor at this point in time. You'll have to go to a bit of trouble to find it, but it's definitely worth your while. All right, so I babbled on a little bit too long, I think. So it's time for me to wrap this up and give it a score out of 10 for 2015. Okay, well, it's a very decent lager. It's very hard to go wrong with. Very refreshing. Personally, it's become a favorite of mine, although I don't get to have it too often because it's, like I said, a little hard to procure. But I remember in 2012, I gave it 7.75 out of 10, thinking it wasn't deserving of an 8. But yeah, in 2015, I'm thinking it's definitely deserving of more than an 8 out of 10. So I'd be more than happy to give it 8.25 this time around. All right, so there you go, folks. 8.25 out of 10 for Carling Black Label beer. So check it out if you do come upon it. All right, so thank you once again for joining me for another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. Until next time, fare thee well, all.